box loud, hitting that stuff till you hearing that sound.
What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So I've got a Dyson V10 Absolute. It's absolutely a great vacuum. Bought this many years ago. Replaced the battery once with an upgraded battery, and it was the best thing I did. I love having this thing around. It's just, it's handy. You know what I mean? You can just take it off the charger and go. But I've been abusing her. I'm not gonna lie. I've been vacuuming up drywall dust and construction dust because I've been remodeling. And Duke's fur and his food and chunks of tuna that looks like copper sulfate stuck on the side, paint splattered all over. Yeah, I beat her up. I did buy replacement filters. This is probably the third or fourth replacement filter. And usually what happens is that, yeah, there's a little, this little hole right here. It'll get clogged up with bits and stuff. And then you start using it on full power and it will start to bog down and just, it won't want to work. That hole is wide open. It is wide open. And it's still bogging down. I could be on a perfectly clean, brand new floor, put it on high, and it just starts bogging. Like something's wrong with it, like it's clogged. But I don't see any clogs. So I'm gonna bring this outside and blow it off with my blower, and then we're gonna pull it apart and see if maybe something got stuck inside and try to rejuvenate this whole vacuum right here. So I just started pulling screws. Obviously I pulled the battery first. Yeah, and this thing is it's all caked, drywall dust. Seems like there's a motor back here. And then there's another one up here in the front, looks like. Oh, but it is it's super caked inside. I don't see any blockages though. But it could be this this screen. You can see all the holes. There's a bunch of little holes on this screen. And then if you look down here, there's these little lines here, and those are all caked. So it might be worth trying not to get any water on this piece here, because there's I believe there's a little fan motor right there, and you can see the wire going down there. I might try to blow out that section, but then wash and scrub this whole top half and get all these holes unplugged. Dust and clean that off, wipe it down with a rag, whatever I gotta do. You can see there's hair and all kinds of stuff falling out. And then we'll put it back together and make sure we got a fresh filter, which I just put this one on like a day ago. Figured it was that, because sometimes when your filter gets clogged, it'll start bogging and shutting down. So that's brand new. So I know it's not that. It's got to be something in here. All right, so I couldn't figure out how to get this thing apart anymore. And there's like one part that I can't get to. It's the bottom side of this plastic. I shined a flashlight in there. There's a little bit of dirt stuck to it, but it's not like bad. And that's why I keep getting this little bit of brown water, because I just can't get in there. So I mean, I sprayed hot water this way, sprayed hot water in this way. I mean, I pretty much just tried to spray water in everywhere. Probably got some on the motor, should be fine. Also blasted this thing off. Probably not a good idea for a $400 vacuum, but whatever. I'm gonna take this blower device. It's got a little needle tip on it to really direct the air. I'm gonna just try to blast off as much of the water as I can. And I'm gonna let it sit here for like a day, a solid day. Let it really dry out, and then we'll put it back together. I'm hoping it was just this grate, because this grate was really, really clogged up with like drywall dust and such. So, well, I got it all back together and started vacuuming, and I noticed a noticeable difference in suction power. It definitely made a difference, but it was still bogging down on high, even fully charged. And this battery was only 6 months old. It was a cheap Chinese battery that I got for like 35 bucks, I think. Usually you get like 2 years out of a lithium-ion battery, but this one I've had for 6 months, so I was not expecting it could be the battery. So it's the only other denominator here. So I ordered a more expensive aftermarket battery with even more power. So I think the original is like a 4,000 or 5,000 milliamp hour. The aftermarket one that's on here is a 6,000, and I ordered a 6,500 milliamp hour battery that was like 60 bucks. So I'm hoping the new battery has even more power and will at least hold a charge for 2 years. So as soon as it gets here, we're gonna pop it in and see if that will fix the issue. Boom, and there it is. This is the EGR high capacity battery, V10 and V12, 6,500 milliamp hours. Oh, and look at that. It didn't even, that is pretty cool. It didn't even tell me that it was coming with filters. Dude, comes with new screws. Beautiful. Hey, that is cool, because these, I noticed these little screws, they strip out pretty easily. But it came with 2 brand new filters and everything. Nice. Well, let's pop this on, charge it up, and see if we're having the same problem. Well, it also came with a little Barbie screwdriver. Not that that's important, but check this out. So it had some protective film over the battery gauges, and also right here on the butt, which it also had protective film, it's got this rubbery sticky layer, and that is for leaning the vacuum up against the wall. It'll want to stick and not slide off the wall. This one didn't have that, and so many times I'd go to lean it against the wall and the vacuum would fall and smash on the floor. So yeah, it seems like they put a little more thought and care into this. It is from China, but it's a different company, and I love the increase in power that the more milliamp hours gives you. I mean, this vacuum is pretty ridiculous with its suction power, but with an upgraded battery, it's even more ridiculous. All right, all clean, new battery, all charged, brand new filter, and we're on maximum power. And luckily, I have a mess. Oh, dude. I've got the blast gates open and it's still sticking to the floor. So obviously I don't recommend doing what I just did. The vacuum was out of warranty, but maybe this is a testament to the durability of these Dysons, because I literally just pulled it apart and washed it out with water. Right across the electric motors, everything. And replaced a battery filter, and it works better today than it did the day it came out of the box. I mean, this thing has an incredible amount of suction. It's insane. I just did this whole apartment. Front hallway, back hallway. And I tend to try to be pretty clean. You know, I take my shoes off and stuff when I come in, but I think it's him. It's him! There's the culprit. He doesn't take his shoes off and he tracks things in the house. But yeah, these things, I've had this for 4 years, approximately. I've dropped it many times. And I know there's a battery upgrade where I could connect like a Milwaukee 12.0 to it. But then you lose this ability. Pick it up, go clean. Done with it, put it back and it's charging. Goodbye. That I do not want to lose. So I'm all set with the Milwaukee battery upgrade. But yeah, this thing's been going strong. So if you're having problems with your Dyson, I would probably refrain from washing it out, but I did. I would probably change the filter, maybe upgrade the battery. I mean, the batteries only last 2 years anyway, so if your Dyson's over 2 years, it's time for a battery. And maybe go with a more expensive replacement battery. This was 60 bucks for the battery. Looks like they put more detail into it, like I said, with the rubber butt pad. And they sent some filters, so yeah, if this battery lasts me 2 years, I'll be very, very happy. But I do not take care of that thing. I vacuum up drywall dust. I do construction. I vacuum up nails with it. Like, yeah, I'm not easy on it, and it's still trucking along after 4 years of abuse, bad abuse. So yeah, anyways, just figured I'd share. Maybe that's helpful to somebody, maybe it's not. Give me a thumbs up. Do it anyway. And subscribe. See you later.